Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to our amazing YouTube channel. I'm thrilled to have you here today as we embark on an incredible journey together. Whether you're a devoted subscriber or a first-time viewer, get ready to be captivated by the content we have in store for you. Let's start it. How to get health insurance in USA, 1. The ultimate guide to getting health insurance in the USA, 2. Everything you need to know about getting health insurance in the USA, 3. How to get affordable health. The United States has a complex health insurance system, and it can be difficult to understand how to get coverage. This guide will explain the basics of health insurance in the USA and how you can get affordable coverage. The first step to getting health insurance is to understand the different types of coverage available. The most common type of health insurance in the USA is private health insurance, which is provided by employers or purchased by individuals. There are also public health insurance programs, such as Medicare and Medicaid, which are available to certain groups of people. Once you understand the different types of health insurance, you can start to research your options. There are a number of resources available to help you compare health insurance plans and find the best coverage for your needs. You can also talk to a health insurance agent or broker to get more information about your options. The ultimate guide to getting health insurance in the USA. 1. What are the different types of health insurance in the USA? 2. How do I know which type of health insurance is right for me? 3. How do I apply for health insurance in the USA? 4. What are the common mistakes people make when applying for health insurance in the USA? 5. How can I get the best deal on health insurance in the USA? The ultimate guide to getting health insurance in the USA. There are a few things to know about getting health insurance in the United States of America. The first is that there is no federal law mandating that everyone must have health insurance. However, there are a few states that have their own individual mandates requiring residents to have health coverage. The next thing to know is that there are a variety of ways to get health insurance coverage. The most common ways are through an employer-sponsored plan, buying an individual/family plan, or through a government-sponsored program like Medicaid or Medicare. The best way to find health insurance that fits your needs and budget is to do some research and compare different plans. There are a number of websites that can help you do this, such as healthcare.gov, eHealth Insurance, and GoHealth. When you're looking at plans, be sure to pay attention to the details like the deductible, the amount you have to pay out of pocket before your insurance plan starts to pay, co-pays and co-insurance, the fixed amount you pay for service, and what providers are in-network, the doctors and hospitals your plan will cover without charge or at a lower rate. Once you found a plan you like, the next step is to enroll. You can usually do this online, although some plans may require you to enroll over the phone or in person. If you're enrolling in an employer-sponsored plan, you'll likely do this through your company's human resources department. If you're buying an individual/family plan, you'll enroll directly through the insurer. And if you're enrolling in a government-sponsored program like Medicaid or Medicare, you can usually do this through your state's website. Once you're enrolled in a plan, you'll start paying premiums, the monthly cost of your health insurance coverage. If you have an employer-sponsored plan, your premiums will usually be deducted from your paycheck automatically. If you have an individual/family plan, you'll likely have to pay your premiums directly to the insurer. And if you have a government-sponsored plan like Medicaid or Medicare, your premiums, if you have to pay them at all, will usually be much lower than for a private health insurance plan. Now that you know the basics of getting health insurance in the USA, you can start shopping for a plan that meets your needs and budget. 1. What are the different types of health insurance in the USA? There are many different types of health insurance in the USA. The most common type is private insurance, which is provided by employer-sponsored plans, health maintenance organizations, HMOs, or preferred provider organizations, PPOs. There are also government-sponsored health insurance programs, such as Medicare and Medicaid. Medicare is a federal program that provides health insurance for people 65 and older, as well as for some younger people with disabilities. Medicaid is a state-run program that provides health insurance for low-income people of all ages. Lastly, there are health insurance plans that are available through the health insurance marketplace. The Marketplace is a government-run website where people can compare and enroll in health insurance plans. Choosing the right health insurance plan can be a difficult task. There are many factors to consider, such as premiums, deductibles, co-pays, and coverage. It is important to do some research and compare plans before making a decision. The type of health insurance you choose will ultimately depend on your needs and budget. It is important to understand all of your options before making a decision. How do I know which type of health insurance is right for me? When it comes to health insurance, there is no one-size-fits-all solution. The type of health insurance that is right for you will depend on a number of factors, including your age, your health, your income, your family size, and your coverage needs. Here are a few things to keep in mind when you are shopping for health insurance. Know your coverage needs. Before you start shopping for health insurance, it is important to take a look at your healthcare needs and ask yourself what type of coverage you need. Do you need comprehensive coverage, or would a basic plan suffice? Do you need prescription drug coverage? Do you need coverage for pre-existing conditions? Consider your budget. Once you know what type of coverage you need, you will need to consider your budget. How much can you afford to spend on health insurance each month? Keep in mind that you may be eligible for subsidies if you purchase a health insurance plan through the Marketplace. Shop around. It is important to shop around and compare health insurance plans before you make a decision. Not all health insurance plans are created equal, and you will want to make sure that you are getting the best value for your money. Get help if you need it. If you are having trouble understanding your health insurance options, or if you need help shopping for a plan, there are a number of resources available to help you. You can contact your state's Department of Insurance, or the Health Insurance Marketplace. You can also speak to a licensed health insurance agent or broker. How do I apply for health insurance in the USA? The process of applying for health insurance in the United States can be confusing and overwhelming, but it is important to understand the process and the different options available in order to get the coverage you need. There are two main types of health insurance in the United States: private health insurance and public health insurance. Private health insurance is provided by employers, insurance companies, or other private organizations, and it usually comes with a monthly premium. There are several different types of private health insurance plans, and each one has its own set of benefits and rules. Public health insurance, on the other hand, is provided by the government and is usually available to those who cannot afford private health insurance. The two main types of public health insurance in the United States are Medicare and Medicaid. If you are looking for health insurance in the United States, the first step is to understand the different types of insurance and how they work. Once you have a good understanding of the different options available, you can begin to compare plans and find the one that is right for you. What are the common mistakes people make when applying for health insurance in the USA? Applying for health insurance in the United States can be a complex and confusing process, and there are a number of common mistakes that people make during the application process. Point 1: of the most common mistakes is failing to provide accurate and up-to-date information. When you apply for health insurance, you will be required to provide personal information such as your name, address, date of birth, and social security number. It is important that you double-check this information to make sure it is correct, as any inaccuracies could delay or even prevent your application from being processed. Another common mistake is failing to disclose all relevant information. When completing your application, you will be asked about your medical history, any existing conditions, and any medications you are currently taking. It is important that you disclose all of this information, as failing to do so could result in your application being denied or your coverage being limited. A third mistake people often make is not shopping around. There are a number of different health insurance providers in the United States, and it is important to compare their rates and coverage options before you make a decision. Not all health insurance plans are created equal, and you want to make sure you are getting the best possible value for your money. Finally, some people make the mistake of not reading the fine print. When you are signing up for a health insurance plan, it is important that you understand all of the terms and conditions. Make sure you know what your coverage includes and excludes, and what the limitations and restrictions are. By taking the time to read the fine print, you can avoid any unpleasant surprises down the road. Point 5. How can I get the best deal on health insurance in the USA? If you're looking for the best deal on health insurance in the USA, there are a few things you can do. First, make sure you understand what you need. Health insurance can be very complex, and there are a lot of different options out there. Take some time to research your options and figure out what you need. Next, shop around. Get quotes from different insurers and compare prices. You may also want to look at different plans to see what would work best for you. Finally, don't be afraid to negotiate. If you find a plan that you like but it's a little out of your price range, try negotiating with the insurer. They may be willing to give you a better price if you agree to pay a little more upfront. By following these tips, you should be able to get the best deal on health insurance in the USA. There are a number of ways to get health insurance in the USA, and the best way for you will depend on your individual circumstances. However, by following the advice in this guide, you should be able to find a health insurance policy that meets your needs and budget. Thank you for being a part of our channel. We appreciate each and every one of you.